Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Miles Curry, and we are back with another video. It's been a while, but we are back with another video. Really just gonna be starting a new series that hopefully I can do for the most part every week. The goal right now with this series, this is called This Week in Sneakers. We're just gonna be talking about like notable sneaker releases for the week. Just since I've been getting into a lot of like sneaker content and stuff like that. So if you haven't, check me out on other social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. I have the link for those down below. But yeah, so I'm trying to build my cadence with my YouTube because I feel like I've been pretty solid with like all of my short form content and stuff. But now I'm really trying to make sure I get a nice cadence going with my long form stuff. So this is kind of gonna be the start of it all. I'm gonna try to incorporate like little vlogs and stuff like that into this channel as well. But yeah, let's get this going. So this week in sneakers, we have a couple like notable releases, and I'm pretty much just gonna kind of go through like the release date, price point, a couple details of the shoe, whether it's a cop or drop for me, and yeah, and I'll have a couple pictures and stuff like that up for you guys to check out as well. But let's get right into it. So these are actually releasing tomorrow. This is the New Balance 1906L. These are the grade A's. This newer like model, I haven't even seen it in person like that for real. I've seen videos and all that stuff for sure. But this is a newer model that New Balance has released. And I don't think they have that many colorways out, but this gray colorway is solid. You can put it with anything, but it's really just giving like a sneaker version of a loafer is what the vibe is going for. And the price point of it is $160, which I've like majority of the New Balance stuff, or at least their more popular like silhouettes and models and stuff like that, around like the 140-ish, 180-ish range and stuff like that. So it seems pretty normal. Again, solid colorway. I personally like the loafer sneaker look. I think it's definitely different. I do like how New Balance is really pushing to like innovate and do different things. So I would definitely say that I would get me a pair at some point. I might get these, we'll see. But I think the shoe is, just a really solid shoe, just with everything they have going on, the midsole, everything like that looks good. It's really breathable with all the materials they have on there. And it just reimagines their 1906 kind of silhouette with just a loafer kind of twist on it. So overall solid shoe, I would definitely cop. The next one we have that's coming out on Thursday is the Asia 1 Indigo Girl. The pink one sold out super quick, and I think it's primarily because they did a lot of like good marketing campaign and stuff like that just surrounding all her stuff that she was doing. Overall, I think the shoe is great. I'm definitely gonna give me a pair because I'm still hooping all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's solid. The only thing I see with this is that this might only be a women's and grade school exclusive, but correct me if I'm wrong on there. If they have men's sizes for that, I would say definitely a cop. I think any of the Asia 1s that I see, or the A1s as they call it, that I see, I'm probably gonna get. I think they could do a lot of like cool colorways and stuff like that. And the price point of this is only $110, so it's like it's a very solid shoe. And this particular pair is inspired by Asia's childhood nickname and the energy that she brought and stuff like that. So for me, it's a cop. The next shoe I have on here is pretty interesting. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over social media and stuff like that. But we have the Nike X Hyperice Hyperboot that's coming out this Saturday, the 17th. And I feel like this is a really like niche product for athletes, like pro level athletes, or even athletes in college and stuff like that. And then also people who work out on a pretty consistent basis. The shoe just offers like compression, heat, massaging, and like it's wearable. So like you can like put it on after a workout or a run or whatever the case may be. And you know, it can be massaging your feet, giving you all the stuff that you need. It's very interesting because the price point is $8.99. So it's like, I don't know. I just think there's other alternatives out there that meet at least some of these needs that you don't really need to have this thing. But again, I think it's a niche product. I am glad though that Nike is doing innovative stuff like this, because right now they started off 2025 in a really good direction with all the retros and stuff like that. And yes, like we get tired of retros and everything like that, but I think that something like this is releasing. It might not be tailored towards everybody, but at least they're still trying to push the boundaries and stuff like this. So it's cool to see. I personally wouldn't wear it or get it. Just the price point for me seems a little high, but we'll see once they release and more people use them and test them out and stuff like that and see the benefits of them. But this is a drop for me. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. The next shoe we have is the Jordan 12 Melos. So I believe this is like, might be one of the first PEs they released, Jordan PEs they released in full sizing since like 2004 or something like that. I personally wouldn't get them. I'm not the biggest fan of like white shoes and stuff like that, but I do think like the PE, the Melo PEs and all the stuff that he had, especially like growing up watching him and stuff like that, very cool. I definitely think this is for like obviously anybody who's a Melo fan, and obviously just like sneaker collectors as well. Like I feel like this is a good PE to keep in the closet, keep on ice and stuff like that. It would be cool to see some people actually hooping in these shoes. I haven't seen people hoop in 12s in a little minute. There's so many different basketball shoes and companies now that you don't see many people hooping in these kind of like PEs and stuff like that anymore. But you know, it's a $200 price point. You know, I feel like that's pretty much how the 12s usually run. But yeah, I think it's a solid cop if you're a sneakerhead or, you know, a huge Melo fan. So, but it is a drop for me. So I wouldn't get it. And this also drops on the 17th as well. So this is on Saturday. So the last notable sneaker release this week that we have is the Air Jordan 3 Seoul 2.0. This is basically a follow-up of their 2018 kind of exclusive that they had. And it, you know, pays homage to the 1988 Seoul Olympics and the Korean heritage. I think the colorway, I really like the color palette, colorway, everything. Very solid. I would cop it. You know, it's a price point of $200. I love my Jordan 3s, so I gotta, you know, yeah, I would cop these for sure. I really see this being like a popular shoe, and the stuff that I've seen online, like people are raving about them and stuff like that. So it's a solid colorway. I really like I think obviously like the elephant print on it, but also the vintage like midsole that they have on there too, which is pretty nice. But yeah, overall, you know, with those, so with the New Balance 1906L, which is like the loafer version of the 1906s, those grade A's, I'm copping. The Asia 1 Indigo Girl, if it comes out in men's sizes, I would definitely cop, but I'm pretty sure it's just women's in grade school. The Nike Hyperice Hyperboot, not copping. I definitely drop it, but I think it's good to see that Nike's kind of doing stuff like this still. The Melos drop for me, still a good shoe, but just not my cup of tea. And then the Jordan 3 Souls, I definitely have to say those are a cop. So let me know your thoughts about these sneaker releases in the comment section below. I'm going to try to do this as much as possible, and trying to just kind of go by week to week and see how many releases they are and stuff like that. There's so many sneaker brands and stuff like that now that I'm going to be trying to cover a wide range of them, so definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's a wrap on this week with sneakers. It's your boy Miles Curry. Peace.